Hello and welcome to the channel. It's the Eradicator, and in today's video I wanted to do a little follow-up on the video that I made a little earlier about how we can get a crime stat for defending ourselves and how confusing that system happens to be. Now, I will have to admit that at the time I made this video, I had forgotten that having to wait until having taken a certain level of damage before being able to retaliate was actually a feature. It is true that CIG had announced that change on Spectrum, at least when it was introduced, right? And they did so because people were complaining that they were getting crime stats and were sent to jail just for one little bit of, friendly fire accidental shot, especially during the Xenothreat events. And while I do agree that there should be a certain degree of tolerance because people do make genuine mistakes, I also believe that we should be able to defend ourselves as soon as we are attacked. Otherwise, our attackers could just get a significant advantage if they intend to truly destroy us. And especially, I don't find it fun to have to wait to reach a threshold that would eventually be changed based on how heavy my ship is. When I play a game like Star Citizen, I want to be entertained, and doing math is not fun, especially if you are on the receiving end of another player's fire. Instead, if someone invites you into a fight, I would be more than happy to oblige and defend myself without having to think about whether or not I retaliated too quickly or too hard. Star Citizen is a game, not a boring law simulator. Now, I understand that going to prison for a genuine accidental friendly fire is not fantastic, but being sent to jail because you are defending yourself is even worse. At the same time, we've also got to find a way to encourage players to be more mindful of friendly units, and we need to deter trolls who bait other players into a fight. In addition, players who purposefully choose to murder other players should, of course, also be punished accordingly, and for that, I may have a solution that would involve mechanisms and systems that have already been implemented into the game. And if you think that what I'm going to propose makes sense and could perhaps fix the problem, please do like, comment, and share this video as much as possible so that we can maximize our chances to get this video seen by the developers. So, what I propose here is that we get back to the system that we had before, which means that the game considers friendly fire and offense the first shot. However, here, I think that the system could be improved. For example, instead of pressing charges to then send the shooter to jail, we could instead send a notification via the notification UI to the shooter, telling them that we would like a compensation for their clumsiness. And the shooter would then have to make a choice within the given time of the notification, which is usually a few seconds. Either they would accept and pay a certain sum of money, say 10 to 15,000 USD, because I think that it needs to be dissuasive, or they can choose to refuse, and then they would immediately be considered a criminal. The victim would then be notified that the shooter refused or could not pay, and then they would know that they could freely retaliate. And I think that this would be a fair solution because it would encourage players to be more careful and disciplined with their weapons, and also it would not send honest players to jail. While on the other hand, it would also force hostile players to reveal their true intentions, because paying regular compensations would prove to be very expensive on the long run. Now, of course, this would not stop griefers entirely. Someone who would want to intentionally get shot to disrupt another player's session, for example, could still do that, but at least it would not send honest players to jail. They could choose, for example, to stay away from those griefers or even server hop as a last resort, and unlike with the current system, they would not be considered a criminal once they return. With the law system here, of course, CIG are trying to automatize law enforcement in the game. It is an impossible task to try to create a perfect system, because just like in real life, people will find creative way to break the system, but we can always learn from that creativity and adapt the existing system to make it more fair for those who choose to follow the rules. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section down below how would you fix this friendly fire issue. Please let me know. Please share your solutions over there in the comment section. And if you subscribe to the channel, you can get to win a Gladius Showdown Edition. Also, feel free to join our Discord channel where we have another giveaway there. We are giving away a Broad and Low pack with LTI. All you have to do is to join our video sharing contest or be a Patreon or a YouTube member and enter your name. Guys, thank you so much for watching. A big shout out to Eric Ohm, Geek Citizen, Zio Crusher, the DJ Dunn, Captain Snake, and Dr. Forbin. It's been the Eradicator. I will see you guys later.